Recording now, yes, that's good.
Yep, 2nd June,
Yeah.
the first day of freedom.
Yeah. 2nd June of 2020. Yep.
We
Mm-hmm.
made it for the circuit breaker after
Yeah.
20 over almost 30 videos together. It's a great pleasure, Michael.
Correct. Mm-hmm. So the topic today.
The topic today is what I think I mentioned yesterday is what if we could go back to circuit breaker day one?
Okay, time machine back to day one of circuit breaker.
What would
And
you do differently?
what do I do? I think life is normal. I don't think I will do anything different. Reason being, before the circuit breaker, I mean, life is okay for me. No major reason to see a change. Um, but what I have done during this circuit breaker, which I would repeat if let's say we are going back, or if let's say I'm going back in time and redo this whole circuit breaker again, all right, is to continue to polish up my video editing skills, continue to watch more good examples of video making, or good examples of storytelling through videos. I think that is more appropriate in my field now. Those are the areas. These are things that I still enjoy most. All right, and these are things that still helps me to bring in a bit of an income at the end of the month. So so that is important. It keep me going. I think the answer would be uh, continue to do what I like to do best. All right, I think that's important. Or what I like to do. All right, and then also to maybe pick up a new skills. You know, like look at the buckets list. I think at some point we talk about, these are some of the things I've done. Yeah, so revisit the buckets list and strike off, take charge of the buckets list lah. Strike off what I have done, or at least I have done to a level that I can strike it off. Right? And add new ones to it. So what I have not done is um, doing new things or learning new things. I think that that's not done. The food is terrible. I mean, we have been eating like the same food in this neighborhood for like the 72 weeks or whatever amount of weeks we had. I'm so tired. So this morning I went to North Point thinking of just to get my coffee. The routine is go to North Point, get my coffee and come back. And sometimes half boiled egg for my wife. And that's all to it. So I'll just have a coffee for breakfast. So this morning I'm supposed to go to the bank. So the bank is all the way at the end of North Point. It's further away from my home. It's still near, but further away from my home, tucked at that corner. And the bank opens only at 11. I was there like 10 o'clock, I think. And then they are not open yet. So I knocked on the glass door. So one of the executive was showing me the finger, opens at 11. So okay, good. Then the Hong Kong cafe was just next door to it. So I decided to look at the menu and say, hey, let's try some dim sum. I never had dim sum for a long time. So today's breakfast cost me about $40. Pick up a few dim sum for only two of or three of us, but my wife don't take a lot anyway. Yeah. So by the got back, it was like 11, like 10:45. I know that if I'm gonna rush and eat it, then I won't be able to make it on time for the 11 o'clock call. So of course, after eating, washing up, then oh my gosh, the stomach is a bit bloated. Need to go to the toilet, and So that area of, I mean, not that area. That the things I want to do will be things that can help me improve. Can be an entertainment way, can be an educational way. So that is something that I've not done. But what can we do? Like, let's say we throw this out to the discussion floor. You know, beneficial to others or to families. I would say others. Using technology. I mean, you can go out, you can do
Yeah.
face to face. Let's not talk about giving a few dollars to organizations. I mean, any monkeys with money can do that, right? Yeah. What can we do, all right, with this online thing that would benefit the others? I think, yeah, yeah. Can be a one person, not necessarily a community. Can be a one person. Yeah. So I don't know. What are some of your thoughts, Casey?
I'll take out a new course. Online course will take 2 months to finish. I will commit a 2 months online course.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Casey,
Yeah.
there's a lot of free courses online.
Yeah.
Some are very good, but some I'm willing to pay. But what I dislike about attending classes is the long haul type, like, oh, every Wednesday at this time I have to be there. I don't like to lock myself into that every Wednesday or every Thursday, lock into that routine, and I pay up front, I pay in full the school fee, right? And then hindered by the, oh man, next Tuesday I have to go, oh, but I cannot go because of that. And then it becomes very not productive lah. So I like to attend course whereby let's say you're good at Photoshop, you know. So I run into some problems. I have some time. I say, hey, Casey, let me spend a 2 hour session with you tomorrow. So you make time and I pay you. I like that. Very on demand, dynamic, you know, right? On demand and dynamic. Yeah. Those are the causes that I would, those are the kind of training schedules that I would like. You customize to my needs. When I do not know how to do a Photoshop in these kind of things, AKC, I need to engage you for 2 hours, and you help me to walk through, and it's paid for the 2 hours. So I don't like to register. Even if it's free, then you have to lock yourself in that particular time frame. You have to remind yourself that the alarm will go on and remind you to.
I can't hear you, Michael.
And all self to YouTube or watch. I think connection is poor.
Yeah, your internet, not mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should be
But
your
I
internet.
have full bar. Yeah, I have full bar. But anyway, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You can hear me now,
I think
right?
everybody's
Yeah,
going
I think
back to school now.
intermittent. Yeah. The memory is a bit narrower. So a lot of my training now is self-taught, watching YouTube. I can stop anytime because I know you'll be there anyway. I step away, I come back, it's still there.
Yeah.
Whereas you attend a live video conference, you miss, and then when you're going to watch it back, so learning is one thing, okay. Then giving to helping people online, something that I just thought of. I've never explored, how to help others online, right? So I don't know. Yeah.
It's okay. Just go online bank and help me and transfer money over there. It will be a great help, Michael.
Yeah, correct.
Someone, I think I mentioned to you. I do not know whether I mentioned this, no, but the thing is, someone asked me to do a pro bono work, for paid forward.
Design work. Okay.
Yeah, a design work for free.
Tell me more about this. Okay. Oh, this. Okay.
No, basically,
What business is this?
they are doing charity.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So
Wow, that's
to
right.
me,
Okay.
I tell them I have what do you call that? I can't afford to save the world when I can't save myself.
Oh, very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. Very true. Very true. Right. Mm-hmm.
So the it's so cool that
Right.
it's just very interesting when When the term say you do good, you get good, you know. Yeah. So this is not my turn now. I have been doing good. So
Yeah,
I'm waiting for the good
but it's
to be done to me.
exactly. Humans just don't have the patience to wait for the good to come, right? Yeah, yeah. We just don't have the patience to wait for the good to come. I think the toughest organization to work for or with would be non-profit, because you see, let's face it, Casey. Yeah, this world needs money to run. That is a given fact. You need money to run. Um, if someone managed to pull off without doing it, I don't think it's possible. You need money to run.
You are frozen for like
Work is done.
the last 8 seconds. So you have to repeat your last 8 seconds.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is that the money makes the world go round. Without the money, nothing would happen. Whether it's charity or for profit or for big business, you definitely need money to get things done. So
Yeah.
even a non-profit also is one of the hardest. I find it very hard to work with non-profit organization. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
quite amazed.
because when I do free things, all right, uh, it it started as a favor and ends up, hey, Michael is the guy to go to. Tom, Dick, and Harry from that non-profit organization will come knocking on my door. That is something I find hard to say no the second person onwards. I can do it once, all right? Now what's next? Okay, can you design me a Sunday service poster? Hey, Casey, can you design, because a group of friends will have party, and they are organizing it in this place, Oh, Casey, can you, man? So once it's taken for granted, it devalues our kind of work. You
Yeah.
know, they see it as, oh, Casey is a nice person, but the implication is, man, your kind of work is anybody can do it. You can do it for free. And then they may carry these thoughts in their head, and then they may spread the thoughts. And a lot of people think that design is cheap and should be free, right? So when this person grow up and in the marketing field say, oh yeah, I remember when I was young, my dad was asking a designer to do something like that. He's fast, he's cheap, he's good. So the mentality got brought forward. I think is not a good practice. Correct? Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So
The man, yeah, the mindset is also one of the thing that is people's mindset doesn't evolve too. The whole world evolves. Um, it is true and yes and no lah, about whether the money makes the world goes round. You know, the more we think about this pandemic, right, the more interesting things goes around, right?
right.
So Singapore spent about 100 billion to save the economy.
Well, that's peanut for us, man. Yeah,
Yeah. So
correct.
but you know, 100 billion. You know, 100 billion can solve the world hunger problems.
Right. Yeah, but not forgetting, if I may add to that Singapore money is actually people's money lah. Put it that way. Yeah,
Yeah. But
it's people's
I don't
money. Yeah,
care. My my
correct.
my whole idea of
Mhm.
discussion here is not whether it's people's money or not.
Correct, correct.
A
Mhm.
100,000, 100 billion can solve the world hunger's problem.
Yeah, we could have bought a big piece of we could buy over Batam for that money,
Easy.
and the
No,
government
no
would
more than
and the Indonesian government will say, take it, and
yeah.
this is your change back. You overpay me. It's not worth 100 billion. You overpay me. I must well take Jakarta, if you want, that kind of thing. No, it's true. They have. It's absolutely true.
Indonesia's
We,
got
we, we
thousands of
need
that.
we need island, right? Yeah. Correct. Because we have land, you have people. When you have people, you make money. That's how PAP works. The mechanism of making money, right, is to drive people to make money. It's like a landlord, lah. That's all. Self-paying, right? Landlord invests, not everything out of pocket because it's over a long time. Then people work to pay for your property, right? And then people move out, another tenant comes in and continue to pay your property for you. You just collect. Once you hit 20 years, boom, you're all cleared with the loans, is already yours. That whole piece of Batam is yours 20 years later. Right, yeah. So this is the model of running a country. Yeah. What would you do different, Casey? If you were to relive the circuit breaker.
As I said, I will make less commitments of course online. I spend a lot of time online
Is that
talking
right?
to people. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay.
it's
Wow.
I like it when I speak to you in the morning, but the rest of the time are discussions of all sort of other things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Okay.
uh, so there are a lot of people in discussions. Also, I will spend more time doing activities with my children.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Having
Mm-hmm.
said that, it's not too late to start. I like this conversation, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Um, like YouTube courses, like I should say, spend
Right. Yeah. Learn
uh,
things on YouTube. Yeah. Correct. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
a lot
Right.
of these are the kind of few things that I will do lah.
Uh-huh.
And the my sleep pattern has been disrupted very badly.
Correct. I in fact I sleep less now. I sleep very late. Uh, between 12 to 1. Normally it's between 11 to 12. So it's 1 hour later. But as usual, I wake up early in the morning. So my sleep, and on average, during the circuit breaker, is one, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 hours,
Did
five
you
to 6 hours.
nap?
Yeah. Huh?
Do you nap?
Oh, my nap is
Michael, frozen. Frozen, I can't hear you. I think the Skype is what do you call that?
yeah, connection is bad. It says poor connection on my top left corner.
No, my is your internet. My internet is perfect now.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but
Right.
let me
Mm-hmm.
read to you what my friend actually says. I asked my friend, some of them lah.
Mm.
I say, no change, still not, uh, still no salary. So a lot of my
Mm.
friends are artists and freelancers. Yeah,
Right.
and
Yeah, I mean projects are frozen, correct? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
a lot of them say that they want to go back. They will say they will start to regularly exercise.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
most of them
Uh-huh.
so sick with home cooked food.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You eat the same thing. The routine is very I would say there's no flexibilities in the routine, right? Yeah, the routine is very fixed because we are grounded. We are not supposed to travel out of the home. If we travel out of home, we cannot travel far, you know. So for weeks and days and hours, it's like around the neighborhood and in solitude, it's all by yourself in solitude, right? Yeah. So imagine you are stranded on an island, right? Just like Tarzan, just by yourself, man. That is life, man. How are you gonna cope with that? Right. Mm.
How will you know that we won't like it?
Can survive space station for like, I think the China one stayed there for 6 months, I think, in space, 6 months. Man, the mental is just have to be very strong. 6 months up there, you see nothing but the moon, the moon, the stars for 6 months, and you eat the same thing. You're confined in that space station, although you can travel from cabin to cabin, but all the cabin looks the same anyway. Oh my gosh, or someone who is in prison. Oh my gosh, or someone who's bedridden in ICU, just like my friend, for like 6 months. Oh my gosh. Well, finally he got. Did I tell you about a friend who got this disease and hospitalized for 6 months? That's terrible. As a non-mobile patient in ICU, you see nothing but the ceiling board, right? Every morning is day in day out. You see nothing but the ceiling board.
No,
Oh,
I
that's
think
even worse. Yeah.
yes. This is what happened to the prisoners. Their
Right.
mind will zone out.
Correct.
It's like your
Correct.
body. You
Correct.
move for 4 days. Like
Ah.
I have an experience. I didn't walk for 4 days. I lie on the bed for 4 days. After that, I forgot how to walk.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
That's
just
exactly what
focus.
happened. Exactly what happened to my friend. And after that, when he recovers, all the tube taken out, all the tubes, everything taken out, man, he forgot how to breathe because all the while is the apparatus is
Yeah,
pumping oxygen and extracting oxygen, the respirator. He forgot how to eat because it's tube fat on the nose, and he is bedridden for 6 months. So 6 months, you know, don't know, forgot how to breathe, forgot how to eat, and forgot how to move his muscles. He can't. He doesn't even know how to stand. Tissue paper. He can't even hold. You roll a tissue paper into a ball. He could just only touch it only. That's all.
yeah.
His hand cannot. His hand cannot grip it. So
So
it's
that,
quite
that's
true.
what that's what therapies are for, lah. Go there and
Yeah,
practice.
he has.
Yeah,
He was in.
build the
He
tissue.
is. Yeah, for a year therapy.
Yeah,
Yeah, for a year, just making enough effort to grab the tissue paper and put in the cup. That's what he is doing for the year. So yeah, so lockdown is no joke lah. Lockdown is no joke. Yeah. Now I do not know. Coming back to the question, if we want to take this one step further, you know, can we do something drastic in the new circuit breaker? Something drastic. So I'm not talking about big. I'm talking about fresh. I'm not. I'm talking about. Uh, how come I never thought of it? Something that would last for, okay, like right now we know circuit breaker lasts for 2 months. Okay, let's imagine the next 2 months if it's a circuit breaker again, phase two. Oh, everybody now lock in for another 2 months. What can we do really, really different? Oh, watch more new YouTube. Okay, travel a bit further to try new food. I mean, okay, okay. But let's be creative. Put on our creative hat. What do we want to do, or what can we do so different? Um, whether it's meaningful, don't have to benefit someone, can benefit yourself, or something meaningful that is can be spiritual, can be physical, can be mental, right? Yeah. What can we do different? Can be a business propositions. Oh yeah, in the next circuit breaker, this is where my $1 million will come in. Yeah. Everybody would need this. I know we all need masks. I know we all need this. People are also smart lah. They import masks and sell, and those who have made it. Those who have not gotten their shipment, they will just cry in their bedroom. Yeah. So those are like ideas we all know. Ideas anybody, would have done or we experienced in these 2 months. Let's put all those aside, what can be fresh, what can be fresh? How can we resolve uh, taxis, for example? They are not picking up passengers as many as they want. Their business has dropped, government subsidized. We all know that. So if you and I were taxi drivers, what should we do different? So if we can think of that, then that can be an idea for the whole fleet of taxis running on a little red dot. Yeah. What could be different, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't go and solve the world problems. As much as I hate to do that now.
Right,
Uh, but I would love to think of a new business plan or
right,
something that nothing to do with design,
right,
or maybe a product to sell or something like that,
right.
or be an online guru selling stuff, something that kind of
Yeah, yeah. That's what my brother-in-law is doing that,
thing.
and my niece is doing that. Import things, source things online, cheaper, and then sell it in Singapore online. Singapore. So the shipment is easy, quicker, faster. People can pick up, they can deliver, you know, right? Yeah. But what else can we do? That's very different, right? Yeah.
I will, let's say I go back to day one in circuit breaker, I will give myself a time limit to go online.
Okay. All
Like
right.
8 hours, maybe I'll give myself 4 hours online.
Yeah, a schedule lah. A
Yeah,
schedule for the day. Yeah. Correct. I
I'm
was
spending the
yeah,
whole day online.
yeah, yeah. I find, I mean, in all truthful and honest, for me this circuit breaker is not productive as far as work is concerned.
I don't think anybody is productive.
Yeah, not productive. To be real lah, if
Yeah,
somebody says, "Oh, you know, I'm far more productive," and I know people who can bullshit and says, "Oh, man, Michael, I tell you, this circuit breaker, I am far more productive than there's no circuit breaker." And it was just crap. Um, I, 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 I don't find it productive. That is the true thing. Okay, number one. Number two, my life is not in any way enhanced or enriched. You know, I can still do my YouTube learning. All right, I can still do my YouTube learning, but you know, what's the point, right? Yeah, correct. So what have I done different? Nothing. I don't even have to wait for circuit breaker to change my lifestyle, right?
right.
If I want to change it, okay, this is a new month, June now. At the end of June, I want to be, I fill in the blank, right? Correct? Yeah. So I don't have to wait for circuit. If I cannot answer that, then forget about going back to circuit breaker and try to do things different, you know? Right. Yeah.
Michael, yeah, there is one thing in your life that is enhanced.
Right. What would that be?
Your body weight.
Enhance. Okay. All right. I did not measure myself, but my pants still fit, right? But I just have to pull it harder. That's all.
Yeah,
To go through. Yeah. I it still fit. You just gotta pull it harder, right?
I usually if I go for online meeting, right, I will put on a pants.
Right.
Usually lah.
Right.
Not this not meeting.
Right.
But usually if I go for online meeting, I'll put on a pants just in case
Right.
I stood up.
Right.
Yeah. And then just last week I realized one of my pants, I was wearing it and was buttoning it. I was like, oh shit, it was like so tight. My goodness.
No. Sally has moved your button backwards, so it makes it tight for you. Right. Yeah.
I was like, oh shocked. I was like showing Sally. It's like, oh, this never happened in my life. I'm skinny to start with, right? This never happened. It's like now the pants is tight.
Yeah.
I kind of feel quite good though. It's like never in my life I put on weight.
Wear a sarong lah. It's flexible. One size fit all, man. Yeah. No, it's true. One size fit all, right? Yeah. One size fit all. Right.
Singapore weather, no lah, not in the head, not in the way we live.
Correct.
It's
Correct.
be
Hey, but Southeast Asian wears a lot of sarong, you know. You talk about Indonesian,
yeah,
Malaysian, Burmese,
Burmese.
Cambodians as well. Yeah.
The first time I went to Myanmar, it's so
Right.
funny. I didn't know sarong is their formal wear.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't know.
yeah. Oh, okay.
So,
All right.
so to me, my sarong is basically pajamas. I grew up in that kind of village, right? People,
Correct.
it's basically pajamas. They
Right.
wear a
Right.
sarong, no underwear
Correct.
inside. They go to sleep.
Correct.
It's like a blanket kind of thing.
Correct.
Yeah. So to the foreign worker here, you see them wearing sarong to showers.
Right. Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
So
Correct.
so when first time I went to Myanmar, I went to the airport. I
Right.
was so embarrassed. Like, what's going on? This world is really so so
Backwards, right?
backward that they wear sarong, you know.
Right.
Then after that, then I realized it's their formal wear. They actually
It's our
wear.
national costume, lah.
Yeah, it's the national costume. Is
Correct,
that?
correct, 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 correct. Yeah.
As I said, it really the reason why I asked that the question, like why we go back to they, what would I do different?
Right. Understand. Understand.
Basically, we still have about 2-3 months to go. It's basically a new day one.
Yeah, phase one is almost the same as phase zero, lah. I consider our circuit breaker as phase zero, right? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you call that? Day one of circuit breaker, which is not circuit breaker, or day one of not circuit breaker, which is a circuit breaker, something like that.
Correct.
You know?
Correct.
So I will start something today. Yeah, probably I'll go online to the basic watercolor to get back my watercolor skills. I lost it already, you know, practice again. Something like that. Remember you gave me a watercolor thing?
Oh yeah, that one is from Winston and Newton,
Yeah,
I think. Yeah. That one is a field trip. Oh, that one is nice. Very hard to get. I don't know whether what is this art place thing? Art Friend is selling it or not? Yeah, correct.
they do sell. Now it got better. It's so dangerous to go into such places. It's so beautiful. I used to have one metal one. I lost it. You
Right.
know, the metal case one.
I know. Yeah, that one. Straits Commercial is still selling them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have the one that you gave me, so I don't want to buy anymore.
Yeah, mine is still original. Mine is back in my college days. I was a young kid. We were talking about, man, I was like 23 years old. 23, 33, 43, 53, 63. Well, it's about 37 years. I'm still using it, you know. And the color is beautiful. It's very bright. Yeah, it is a very good. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so that is what I will do. And it's actually good to reflect so that you won't waste. Now for the next 6 weeks, right? I'll tell you, Michael, you can't tell me it's not productive anymore.
Right.
If we go back to time and we're gonna relive this, let's do something different. You know?
Yeah.
Of course, I will maintain this. I actually like this conversation a lot every morning.
Right.
It got me want to do. It get me ready. You know.
Right.
For the rest of the day.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Edward has quit from
Yeah, you mentioned
the Red Dot. Yeah, I texted him yesterday. I needed some audio cable, so I say, hey, when is the shop opening? They say, oh, I'm no longer there. You know, right. So he didn't give me any more details where he would be. Do not know whether it's because of the shop close and his service is no longer needed. You know, right.
I thought
So
it's his uncle's shop.
yeah, supposed to be his uncle's shop, lah, right? But maybe the shop is not making money because of, you know, no point keeping anyone, or may not even open after circuit breaker. I do not know. So he didn't tell me when the shop is opening. So he just say, oh, if you need to contact the owner, just let me know. So I didn't want to get the number for the owner. I just wait for the shop to open. That's all. Right. Yeah. No urgency anyway. Yeah, I'm looking for a long audio cable, like a maybe like a 6 meter long. 6 meter. Yeah, about 6 meter long. Yeah, point to point. Yeah.
And you need to buy 2, right?
It comes in a set of 2. Yes. Yeah. No, it is. It comes in a set of 2. Yeah. Correct.
Oh, how's your packing?
My what?
Your packing.
No, I didn't have a chance. My sister says she can wait. All right. So I don't have help on that day. So I said, okay lah, let's wait lah. Right. Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
There's a lot of treasure there. Yeah. Correct. Has been a long time. Has been a long time. So I do not know whether we have touched on the question, but what I would like to.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. What I like to do is to really rethink of it and not doing things as predictable. You know. Yeah, not doing things as it has been predictable. If I were to relive another month, okay, question is simply put, Mike, how am I going to live my June? I think that is all to it, right? If I can do something new and meaningful, then that is something I would do it if, yeah.
I got you.
Correct. So I do not know. Yeah.
Tomorrow, let's going to talk about what are we going to do in June.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Can. I
Why
think
not?
that's a good one. Yeah. Okay. All
So
right.
so
Okay.
so
So we
and,
can set an agenda for June. Yeah.
and we can you don't tell me my agenda. I will tell you my agenda. You will tell me your agenda.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
And then we can relook. You know, the title of the video tomorrow will be watch this video end of June.
Yeah. So come July, we can talk about what we have done in June, what we have accomplished in June, right?
And we
That,
can
that
relook that video, you know.
yeah, that will be a bit more meaningful. That's what I meant, right? Yeah. It's not so much on the result. It's more the process of getting there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I've
I like
tried but
that. I
not
like that.
succeed. It is meaningful. We are not here to measure success. All right. We're here to say, hey, Michael, you have put in this idea, you have given it a shot. I'm sure there's some learning somewhere. So that's
I
all.
thought we want to measure our dick.
That one, I don't have a ruler long enough to do it. Yeah, I think I need a measuring tape, the 100 meters type. Those used in the construction road type. Yeah, yeah.
I always know that you are a dabber.
Okay, Casey. Take care. All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.